Hello and welcome to Camp Arowana's Bedtime Story Friday night with CoreyD. You may have noticed we're not at Washington Cabin tonight. Instead, we're at Crater Cabin, which is one of our lake cabins, which as you can see has been redone. This past winter and spring, our Wednesday guys and a group of outdoor school volunteers and other volunteers and staff from Camp Arowana have worked at redoing our lake cabins. And so today I thought we would share, and so you can see the new look in the lake cabins. And I chose Crater because it just so happens that I have a story called Coyote in Love, and it is the story of Crater Lake, for which the lake is that this cabin is named after. So the story is illustrated and retold by Mindy, Dwyer. This is an old tale of love and the way things came to be. Back in the old days, when the world was changing, Coyote had magical powers. It was his job to put things in order. This is what the old ones believed, but Coyote was always getting into trouble. One night, as we were tucked in bed under a big blanket of dreams, I asked Mama to tell me a story from before I was born. Her eyes got a faraway look while she remembered the time before me. Just then, a band of coyotes sang outside our window. Mama smiled and began to speak in a voice as soft and magical as the twinkly edges of a star. A long time ago, Mama told us, when the world was still very new, Coyote liked to sit and look at stars. He would stay up all night, watching the stars fade into the pink light that brought morning. There was one star that was his favorite, and he found her more beautiful than any other star in the sky. Coyote was in love with her. She was a blue star, and each night Coyote sat and waited until she appeared. As he watched her blue glow travel across the night sky, he sang to her. He noticed she always came very close to the tip of a distant mountain. He said, "If I go to the top of that mountain, I could touch her." Coyote started to run across the fields and into the forest. He ran and ran and ran throughout the night. By day, he slept. At twilight, Coyote awoke and began running again. He didn't even stop to eat dinner. He climbed and climbed until at last he reached the top of the mountain. There he watched the sunset, freshly painted in the sky. The colors melted and dripped behind the edge of the earth, and their soft afterglow soothed him. Coyote was very tired, but he didn't want to miss his beautiful star. One by one, the stars began to show their shining night faces. With nothing but sky all around him, Coyote could see the stars twinkling. But no, they were dancing. For a moment, he thought he was dreaming. He blinked. Suddenly, he saw her, his little blue star, and she was radiant. Coyote stood on top of the mountain and stretched, but still he could not reach her. Politely, he said, "My little star, take me with you. I love you. I want you to be my wife." The little star said, "Ha! I don't want to be your wife." Coyote begged, "Please." Then Coyote leaped up and grabbed her, but she was a sky being and did not like being grabbed one bit. The little star scolded him. "Oh, you are a silly Coyote." She held him by the paws and pulled Coyote into the sky, higher and higher through the clouds. He was dizzy with love and afraid to look down. The little star took Coyote to the edge of the sky, where it was so dark and quiet it chilled him to the bone. "I'm scared," he said. "I feel like I'm falling." The blue star said, "Coyote, you are such a fool," and let him go. Coyote fell, tumbling through the starry cover of night. Then Mama asked us, "Can you hear Coyote falling?" We yelped like little coyote pups as we imagined him plunging through the sky. Yip, 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 yo! Coyote fell faster and faster toward Earth. He crashed into the top of the mountain so hard that the mountain exploded, leaving only a huge gaping hole. Coyote cried and cried. His heart was broken. Where he had touched the star, Coyote's paws were blue, and the tears he cried were blue too. Soon Coyote's tears filled the great hole in the mountaintop, making a clear blue lake. Today we call it Crater Lake. And now you know how Crater Lake came to be, and why the lake is so blue even to this very day. Have you ever heard a coyote singing on a starry night? Could it be the song of Coyote in love? And that is the old tale of love that tells of how Crater Lake came to be. I hope you've had a chance to visit Crater Lake, and I hope that someday you have a chance to visit Camp Arowana and see our new look in Crater Cabin and the other lake cabins, and just to hang out with us here at camp. Thank you so much, and have a good night.